Fuck. Need more tea to think. Need more tea to think. Oh, great. Oh, hi, guys. Hi, how are you? Today I'm going to talk about lots and lots of really cool, brilliant music, which I really recommend you check out. I was trawling through my many legions of subscribers this morning. I'm so thankful that I have subscribers. Hi. And one name sprang out from the screen, not literally, but in my mind. ThreeCreation, who I'm going to link in the D box or doobly-doo or whatever you'd like to call it. It feels like the really cool guy from high school has come over and given you a really big hug. ThreeCreation is a music reviewer. He is quite unequivocally a dude, so I really recommend you check out his channel there. Whilst we're on the subject of recommending channels and things, my friend Tomothy, well, that's not his real name, his real name's Tom, but there are so many Toms. You need to distinguish the precious ones. My friend Tomothy makes really bloody hilarious videos under the name of Alienfingers. He would very much resent being called a YouTuber, but oh well. Which leads us on quite conveniently to my first recommendation. Me and Tomothy. Me and Tomothy have a band. We're called the Bonepeople. I sing and he plays the instruments. And we played a really cool gig last Friday. I think the best way to describe us now is we're folky pop, but with an experimental kind of twist. I know that sounds incredibly pretentious and big-headed. I genuinely like my band. We're in the middle of recording our second album called The Ebb Tide, but you can get our first one, like download it fully for free. Again, in the doobly-doo D-box thing. On a less egotistical note, I want to recommend my friend, Natasha Davies. Natasha Davies sounds like Bjork raised on flower power.
I just spent my last pence in the smell of...
And we spent New Year's pretending that we were married and going up to people and saying, hi, how are you? Which I think is quite marvellous. No, seriously, her songs are incredible. Link in the thingy again. The third artist I recommend are a band called Tall Ships, who make extremely interesting music. They sound like your average indie pop kind of group let loose in a toy shop. To compare Tall Ships to this kind of new wave of indie rock, which admittedly sounds a little bit like this. And I love her so much, I went to the chip shop and she died. Would be a dang shame. Because although they have those elements, they are incredibly experimental. Experimental here doesn't mean wanky. Incredible live group. They're going on tour around the UK and around Europe, I think. Well, that's what they do. If you like jumping around and being a bit woo, then they're definitely one to check out. The final artist I want to recommend is a bit more well known. In fact, she's gone on world tours and things. But she's a singer called Joanna Newsom. Newsom was like, fine, thanks, how are you? I think that means we're destined to be together. Around December time, I compiled a list of my favourite albums of 2010, which didn't really happen. But the number one album of last year that I really dug was Have One On Me by Joanna Newsom. So yeah, if you remember Rose, we did Lazy Confessions, a song by the Multi Peaches ages ago. She is the expert on all things Joanna Newsom. To be fair, it did take a little bit of coaxing to get her to talk about her favourite singer. So, Rose, being the Joanna Newsom expert, put the glasses on.
No, I'm not actually doing this right now.
Nope.
I'm not ready.
Why not? No, darling.
As talking about things now.
As the Joanna Newsom expert, I was wondering whether you could say something about Have One On Me being a really awesome kind of album.
I'm not doing this right now.
Why not?
I just don't feel like it.
Why not?
I'm just so tired.
But
I'm sorry.
the internet loves you.
No,
It really does.
I promise I'll do it in maybe in a couple of days.
As you may remember, this is my good friend Rose, and she's going to talk about Have One On Me being a really awesome album.
The first song on it is Easy, which is almost sort of like a plea for love, I think. Saying, I'm easy,
Easy to keep.
Easy to keep, honey, you please me, even in your sleep. At the end, we have It Does Not Suffice, where easy, I guess the lyrics is kind of refrained in that, saying, and how easy I was not. So it's sort of, the whole thing is a circle. She was worried because people often listen to her voice and are immediately scared off and are like, oh.
Well, she had vocal problems, didn't she?
Yeah,
do
she
you
had
want to
one
talk
of
about that a
her.
bit?
She had one of her
Nodules.
Nodules.
Which is one of my favourite words.
Nodules.
Nodules, indeed.
Great
It's a
word.
brilliant word, and floozy.
Another song that I loved on Have One on Me was Autumn. Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
listen to that?
Mm.
It's like, I think it's very much about hometown and returning back to your hometown when everything's changed so much and you're sort of wondering about who you've become. There's this line I love that's, I may have changed, it's hard to gauge, time won't account for how I've aged. I love that line. Yeah. And it's about sort of, I guess, the people who used to live in your town maybe who have moved on.
I hope you enjoy the artists that I have recommended for your listening pleasure. I shall see you soon, you wonderful, marvellously well-informed and downright superior human beings. Bye! We're wasting precious time. I'm wasting my time.